In this video, I'm going to tell you how to write content when you don't know anything about the topic, and we're going to use the FAQ method. My name is Doug Cunnington. I'm the founder of Niche Site Project. I talk about Amazon affiliate sites, productivity, and project management. So take a look around, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. All right, confession time. I'm a nerd. And in high school and college, I was pretty good at math, and like a lot of people, I kind of suck at writing. I'm not good at words. And now, not all math nerds are bad at English, but quite a few are. In fact, I struggled with this for years, and well, I still do. Look, it's not easy to write content that's interesting, and it's not easy when you're just getting started with like your first blog or your first niche site. In fact, it's a little stressful and it's scary. If you're like me, you probably stared at a blank document, a blinking cursor, and you don't know what to write. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if you've been in that same situation. Back in 2013, I launched my first niche site. It was an AdSense site, and I thought I found a great keyword. And as an aside, it actually wasn't a great keyword. It was a terrible keyword, but I didn't know it until later. Anyway, I tried to write, but I didn't know what to write at all. I struggled, and I sat at my computer, and I wasted time. Eventually, I got some words down. I got the content put together, but it didn't do well, and I knew that it was pretty bad. Now I'm thinking back to writing in high school and those essays, remember the 5-paragraph style essays? Well, that's what I was doing. So it made the content super boring. So fast forward a couple months and I started my first Amazon affiliate site. Now that site, it did pretty well. It made about $10,000 in 6 months. And that absolutely blew my mind. And this is exactly how I created the content for that Amazon affiliate site that did so well. And it worked out great, and I didn't know anything about the product or niche. Before I share the steps, if you want to see a live demo of the FAQ method, be sure to check out the link in the description, and I'll put a link in the card, whichever side that is. And there's no better way to learn how to do this than to watch over my shoulder. So here's how I deal with writing about something that I don't know anything about. And this is the FAQ method. I'll give you a bonus tip at the end, and it's like FAQ 2.0. So first, you write out all the questions that you have about the niche or the product line or the topic in general. If you don't know anything about the topic, then it's really easy to ask questions. The questions serve as an outline for you and help you from getting overwhelmed. So if you need help getting ideas, you can check out what other people are asking about. I recommend checking out forums on the topic. Forums are filled with questions, and they usually have sticky posts with general questions. For example, there's this homebrew talk forum, and there are tons of boards on that forum. Go check out the beginner section, and again, you'll find stickies, you'll see common questions. Additionally, you can go to manufacturers' websites and check out their manuals. There's usually some sort of an FAQ section or some kind of troubleshooting section that can give you some really good ideas. The next place you could look for ideas are books, right? It's great to skim books on the topic. It's great to get away from the laptop sometimes, so go to a bookstore or go to your local public library, and you can get some great ideas from the smart people that wrote the books. Now, if you can't get out, or you just want to do the research at your desk or on your phone or whatever, you could just go to dummies.com, and that's the publisher of the Dummies Guides, and see what they have to say. If you go check out the homebrewing beer page, you can see some ideas and common themes that you can ask questions about. So after you've listed out a bunch of questions, the next step is to go look up the answers to the questions. The questions are usually great long tail keywords, so I recommend you use those questions as the subheadings in your post, meaning the H2 or H3 subheadings. You can always add more questions and answers to the post later. In fact, that's a great way to beef up content. You could just add an FAQ section to just about any topic. Next, you can give the outline or the set of questions to a writer to go and research and answer the question. Of course, if you're not doing the writing, someone has to. So that's the FAQ method. You basically just write down a bunch of questions and then find the answers. So it can't be more straightforward than that. If you found this helpful, be sure to like this video. And if you like what I'm doing, check out some of the other videos and please subscribe. Now here's the bonus idea: continuous improvement. A lot of people are perfectionists. They might hold off publishing content because they don't think it's good enough yet. You might be scared of making grammatical errors and being called out for it. And by the way, People call me out all the time because I make mistakes often, like most people. Here's the thing that perfectionists don't realize most of the time. You can improve your content over time. That means you can and you should develop an outline for a post using the FAQ method with, say, just 5 questions, and then you could just answer those 5 questions and then publish it. And then you could add 5 more questions and their answers in 2 weeks or 2 days or whenever you have time. Then you add 5 more questions and 5 more. And there's no rule that says you have to publish all your content at the same time. So when you look at your content as a work in progress, it's a little bit freeing. There's way less stress. There's no rule that says you have to publish all the content in a post all at one time. And looking at your content as a work in progress is free, less stressful. I tell students to launch their sites with 10 pieces of content, not 100 pieces of content like other courses teach. Don't forget, you can download all my templates. Just go to nichesiteproject.com, click on the green button. You'll have to enter your name and email address, and then I'll send you the links. Here's the question of the day. So how do you deal with topics that you don't know? Leave a comment below and be sure to check out the comments because some of the best ideas come from the community.